What's up everybody, it's Joe here with Joseph Blake Photography, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the news from Canon that they're going to be announcing a new cinema camera or cinema cameras. Wait, let me do that again. What's up everybody, it's Joe here with Joseph Blake Photography, and in today's video it's cinema season at Canon. Canon has put out that they will be doing a cinema event on June 5th. That's in 5 days on their YouTube channel, and that is going to be at 12 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time over on the Canon USA YouTube channel, which honestly, it's about time because it has been quite a while since we have seen a significant update in the cinema line from Canon. For example, the C500 and C300 haven't seen updates since 2019 and 2020, and the C70, which is probably the C70, which is the kind of darling of the cinema line right now, even though it is a bit long in the tooth, also hasn't seen an update since 2020. And the R5C, which is quite possibly one of the more popular cinema cameras from Canon, which was like a one-off as a bolt-on for the R5, was released in 2022, and we're about to get an R5 update that is rumored to include a lot of the creature comforts for cinema users in the Mark II. And while the C500 and the C300 definitely need bumps of additional autofocus technology, sensor componentry, connection technology, and honestly, they need RF mounts too, I think the C70 is the camera that we're going to be seeing predominantly featured in this announcement on the 5th, and which kind of makes sense because honestly, I'm pretty sure that's the picture that they put out. So with the C70 potentially being the focus of this update, I really do think that Canon is going to take their cinema line to just in a different direction and focus more on the intermediate kind of content creator. And so what I think we're going to end up getting in the C70 Mark II that I think we're going to end up seeing on the 5th, and not an R5C Mark II or the R5 Mark II, is going to be a 6K full frame cinema camera with the ability to shoot and record 6K RAW as well as Super 35 at 4K RAW. Along with that, I think you're also going to see an improvement in the overall sensor technology with better dynamic range, paired with a more modern Digic X processor or a digital video or DV version of the Digic X. One thing that users of the C70 have been asking for quite some time is an improvement in the overall body design, specifically the brightness and the kind of durability of the screen. While many people are attaching external monitors like the Ninja to this camera, I think you will definitely see an improvement from Canon on the screen to make it maybe higher dynamic range, brighter, and more durable. Now, with that new sensor and that new processing technology, you're also going to get the latest versions of dual pixel autofocus 2, potentially with some of the AI features that we're seeing rumored in the upcoming R1 and R5, or at least the kind of neural trained or machine learned trained tracking and object identification that we have in things like the R3 and the R6 Mark II. I think that sensor will also come with the image stabilization that we get on the R5 and the R6 and the R6 Mark II and the R3 and all of those full frame cameras that we've been seeing from Canon with that phenomenal 5-stop IBIS, as well as the ability to communicate with lenses image stabilization to bring that up to the potential of 8 stops depending on the lens. Another request that a lot of filmmakers have been making is more control over both compression as well as how frame rates are laid out when shooting in slow and fast modes. The thing that filmmakers have been asking a lot about is an improved joystick, or the ability to control more from that joystick that you have in the upper right-hand corner of the camera. Canon has tried out so many different ergonomic options with these controls at the thumb level, right? Here's the R with, remember this? Remember the swipey touchpad that everybody immediately disabled because it didn't work at all? So we've had that, we've had joysticks, we've had thumb sensor control. There's been lots of different versions. I think we'll see an improved version of what we have on the R3. That button on the R3 has been super popular, seems to work well. And as far as I know, people aren't turning it off as soon as they get the camera out of the box. So I definitely think that's something that we will see migrated over to the C70 Mark II. Last but not least, I think that we're going to see a significant change to the connection options on the C70. People have been asking over and over for the ability for a lock-in SDI connection. but we'll find out. I don't think we're going to see an announcement for the R5 Mark II or the R1 at this presentation on the 5th. But who knows? Canon's done weirder things. But definitely the C70 Mark II is going to be, I think, the focus of this announcement. And I think that with the C70 Mark II and the R5 Mark II, I think we're not going to end up with an R5C or an update to the R5 cinema line. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If this is the kind of thing you're into, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.